Welcome everybody, welcome back to day 3 here, Morel hunting, and it seems like they've kind of upped the spawn rates of the Morels or something. I'm kind of wondering if we can let's try this day. Let's try to experiment. Let's kind of test some things out. Maybe we'll do a write-up for the devs or something. I don't know how much post-release support they're going to end up doing here. I like to usually get 1 point in the Pong game just to make sure that I've established dominance against the other squirrel before moving on to the actual game. But the load screen is so quick, the Pong thing is just more of a novelty. But it's cool that it's there in all of its little sort of glitchy, laggy kind of appeal. But it's like, okay, let's go check the spots that we've actually already confirmed hit, and see if we just see that just regeneration of Morels already. Yeah, I feel like this isn't quite right. You know what I mean? This isn't right. This wasn't what I was noticing before today, and today is the release day, so without question, there's probably a build. There's some false Morels right there. There probably was a build, like a release update or something, because this is a lot of Morels. And I just wonder if this is in response to some of the feedback that maybe they were a little bit hard to get. Because I'm just wondering, okay, let's play a little bit less calm and casual today, and let's just do kind of like a run and grab, and let's just see how many we can get just hitting all the spots that we're kind of more aware of, and seeing if this is just a way to kind of farm up a bunch of points. But overall I'm a little, I don't know, I kind of wish it was a little bit harder to find them. Yeah, it's like it just seems like the entire map is respawning with them. This was not what I was noticing beforehand, guys. I'm gonna have to do some research and do some reading and get on their Discord or something if they have a Discord, and just kind of ask them what's up here. I mean, these are not in the exact same location, but they're in the same locations. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that it's the exact same, whatever, but it almost seems like it's just kind of efficient. Look how many Morels we're getting. This is insane. We're already at 21, and we've only been in the thing for 45 minutes because we're hitting known spots, and there's more here to just peacefully pick up, and we haven't even hit all the other potential spots. I mean, we started at what, 75, 76? Let's figure out how many we can get in one day, now that we've kind of mastered the map, I guess. There's probably other little hives and troves and stuff of them that we haven't found, and finding all of those probably does have value. And obviously the point is to make the most of every day. So just because we can gather there and rush back to the cabin doesn't actually do anything for us, right? That's not going to do anything for us. So we do want to use our time here, but I don't know. At first, I will admit that it seemed like the grind to get Morels was going to be a little bit too intense, but now this seems a little bit too easy. We knew that there were Morels right over here by, I think it was by this log, yeah. This is, to be fair, right? It's been a couple days. You are now at Mushroom Hunter level 1. You've unlocked Hunter's Manual. Pages 4 and 5 of the Hunter's Manual. You might have to check that out. I don't know if I particularly like the sound that you get when you find a Morel. That's something I think in terms of immersion and making this kind of more of a relaxing, peaceful game. I think that little ding is actually just kind of not in line with that, with the vibes of the game. I think it'd be, if it was something subtler, softer, or you probably do want some sort of audio feedback, but I think the ding is just, it's very gamey. It's like, it reminds me that I'm playing a game, when in reality, right, I'd kind of like to forget that I'm playing a game if I'm playing something like this. I think that's something that's very important. It's like the mini-map also, I think, in many ways. Maybe on the bigger maps that makes sense, but I think the mini-map is getting rid of that is good. I think there is actually a way to remove that, so I don't want to critique that without, ignorantly critique that, because I think there might be a way to hide the mini-map. Because you can always just bring up the map, right? So it's not like I'm saying you'd be completely lost. But I guess maybe it's just because we're getting more comfortable with this particular region, or this map as a whole. Okay, so I think we got most of them right there. We're up to I mean, heck, we almost got 35 on the day. On the day. And it's barely 9 a.m. It's like, okay. I guarantee we've missed a couple in our sort of more loose and fast style, but it seems like this is kind of the strat. There's got to be Morels down here. We haven't really found any down here, right? So there's got to be some down here. Maybe if we go more sort of like inland more. Let's go up and then cut left. I think we've explored all along the right here. Although it could have been that just in day one there weren't Morels, and now there are Morels, and in spots there weren't Morels and stuff like that. So all of this stuff is possible. But the fact that the areas that we've hit before are regenerating this quickly is kind of goofy. Kind of goofy. This looks like an area that would yield something. I'm actually really pleased that we haven't hit any poison ivy yet. I think I might be jinxing myself. Having the bigger zoom, I think, means you can sort of snap shots of these animals when they're a little farther away, so they don't sort of like get into that sort of like, I'm pretty sure you do scare the animals, or you cause the animals to kind of like, oh, rabbit. I think staying farther away and having more zoom and stuff. I wish the zoom was a little faster, but I think this does help preventing the animals from sort of like doing that. We literally just barely got in range there. Can we run? It blurs. Yeah, literally, like right as it goes green, this bunny just goes berserk. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence, guys. I'd like to get this bunny. But we also don't know... Oh. Stay very, very still. I wonder if you need to like crawl and stuff. Oh, we're just barely out of range here. And then as soon as we get into range, we have to crawl in. We have to... I guarantee we have to crawl in to get this guy. Those ears... Or maybe we just have to hope he gets stuck somewhere. Like right there. I wasn't expecting him to be there. Maybe he'll get tired? I don't know. Hey, we're not doing a very good job here. I'm sorry, guys. Holy cow. This guy's cruising the entire map. I'm trying to remember, how do you... Oh, that's how you... Okay, this is how you get down. Okay. It's like it knows that we're focusing on it. Really? Because it was still there for a second, and then we're zooming in with our camera. Now it's like a mission, you know what I mean, to get this guy. If you were like super like FPS veteran, you'd just snag him like that. There we go. Rabbit achieved. And we found we found Morels. Where are we right now, actually? I'm tempted to mark this spot, actually, if we have a marker. Rabbit led us to the good stuff. Only 5? Okay, still good. I mean, 5 I think pays for the mark. 6. Nope, there's a few more here. That lighting. I'm sure I'm sure there's people watching the video potentially. Maybe not this one because it's episode 3, but maybe have watched one of the other videos or something and screaming at the monitor like they found one, and I'm completely walking by. That's just kind of the nature of these games. Kind of the nature of these games a little bit. That kind of does end up making you, I guess if you find yourself doing that, that probably means you'd probably enjoy playing this game a bit. I actually kind of like it. I actually kind of have fun playing it. I don't know, you know what I mean, in terms of who would enjoy this and the value and the amount of time that you'd see yourself playing it and stuff is, I think, going to be very, very different per person. But that's kind of a whole new area that we just discovered. And we know that we got like a bunch of juicy areas here. Oh, this is the little creek. Yeah, so we've hit these 2 spots. We hit this spot. We just found this spot. And now we're kind of moving over to these areas here to kind of see. See, we're getting so much energy from just eating picking up the morels. I don't think morels should give energy. Little points here from the robin just seemed like it was going to be an easy snag. Onward to the marker. Yep, and here they are. Here they are. That's fine. See, is it gonna let it? There we go. Just that one, I had full confidence we'd be able to get, but we better be getting credit for these doubles. Better be getting credit for these doubles. Next time we see a double, we need to make sure that we're getting 2 points. This is actually just nuts. Like, day 3, 130 morels, 600 points. This was not my experience playing the game before the release. I'm glad I guess I'm playing it like on the release so that I can kind of see, you know, so that when I have these thoughts and things, it's you know, updated information, because I'm guessing they had to have done something. Unless I'm just becoming a master at this game, I'm not sure. But I think like the idea of the mushrooms regenerating too quickly day to day, I think is basically kind of not good. I think it's better if it takes like a longer amount of time for the mushrooms to come back to an area, so that there's kind of like, okay, I want to go hit up this place. I want to go to the northwest region, do some mushroom hunting, because I know that then when I come back to the southwest region or the southeast region or whatever, then it'll have regenerated, and then I can hit those spots up and stuff, you know, like instead of like here, there's not as much here though, for what it's worth, because we marked this area saying it was pretty good. But yeah, I think having a longer time, and also it encourages you to go explore new and find new patches of mushrooms and stuff like that. We can actually afford the raincoat before it's even rained, which I've actually had it where it's rained like 4 or 5 days in a row. Just like day 2 was raining and it just kept raining. That made it a little bit harder to get things done the first time I played the game. So I think maybe just the fact that we're getting nice, bright, sunny days. Yeah, I think for the most part, guys, we got to go check the red car, but which way do we go? We go up for that. But for the most part, I think we've hit all the areas that we've hit before. We ended up getting over 50 mushrooms so far. And the red car might yield another good handful of them. It's only 2. And we've sort of chased bunny rabbits and stuff, which also means that there's areas that I'm kind of wondering, is this a different bunny rabbit? Oh, that was not green. That might have counted. I don't know. Nope, we've already photographed that. Man, that guy gets around. That guy gets around. So just basically hitting. I think we found one new spot. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Now there is, I think I forgot to mention, there is one golden mushroom on every map. Okay, let's see. 137. Yep, it does give us 2. That'd be a real bummer if it didn't. Actually double picking a good amount of these. There is a golden mushroom, which is probably a hand-placed mushroom in a very difficult spot. I don't know, like, I've never found like the golden mushroom that's on this map, apparently. So I don't know if it's like, if it is just randomly generated with the other ones, or if it's hand placed, or if it's in like is it, do we have to like look up into a tree to find it? Like, I don't know. But that is like a single sort of rare, hard to find mushroom that is just, you know, sort of an extra thing that you're hunting out for, that presumably you just find once. And it's probably worth a good amount of points and stuff like that too. But it's kind of like, if you think you found everything, or you think you're done with the map, it's kind of a way to want to go back to the mapping and keep exploring its every little nook and cranny. This is actually, like, I mean, we're getting almost 20 mushrooms from this one spot. Huh. And I get that the ATV and stuff is expensive, but wow. At this rate, I feel like it wouldn't take that long to get this stuff, some of this stuff unlocked. The fact that we can already afford the raincoat is crazy to me. It's not even like we haven't even unlocked the second map. I like doing this though. I like sort of like crouching down and just peacefully kind of like strafing around, just looking for mushrooms. I think this is pretty fun when you know you're in the zone and there are mushrooms about. Now we literally just got what, 25 of them right there? So 75 on the day. We've doubled their number just by hitting sort of, yep, there it is. There's the poison ivy. Now you'll see, oh man, this is the worst. There we go. So, yep, there it is. There it is, poison ivy. Bright green. We've avoided it so many times. We've officially got it. And that's what it is. Every time you move around a little bit, you start scratching. I think actually what we're going to probably end up doing is, instead of wasting our one thing of meds, you can't use the camera while you're doing poison ivy. Look at all these squirrels here. No kidding. That it's the season for love here for the squirrels, it seems. Now we did find a lone mushroom over here the other day, kind of on the other side of the truck, more towards the back of it. Just kind of making me think like this could be a potential mushroom hive if we just kind of get lucky. I think we're gonna end up just saving, because the meds are very expensive. They're poison. I mean, I don't think you can get it once you already have it, but good to know that there is some poison ivy back here too. I don't think that's like randomly generated. I think that was very much as hand placed to not prevent you, but just kind of like, I think it's mostly meant to be like around the edges and corners and crevices and stuff, so you can kind of like avoid it mostly if you're kind of smart. But of course the nature of the game is to get down there and start hunting for mushrooms, so just like what we were doing, we were just strafing around and boom. Now we have a tick and poison ivy, which we probably would have gotten over here even if we didn't get it over back there. So now that we already have poison ivy, we might as well stand all over it, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing, it's just that one mushroom. It's like both times, just one little mushroom on this other side. Let's get out of here. I was going to keep exploring because we have time. Well, it's already 5. Let's get out of here because of the poison ivy. See that we're scratching our arm here. I don't particularly like you have poison ivy. Like, it's like, yep, we know. I don't know if that needs to be on the screen. I don't know if it needs to be flashing like that, drawing your attention. Again, I think like, I think we have to acknowledge that this game is definitely meant to be kind of a relaxing game. And I think we need to kind of like make sure that the UI and the sort of fonts and the animations and stuff kind of, and the sounds and everything kind of echo that a little bit. Technically though, you can keep, and poison ivy, it's annoying. It's really annoying. Poison ivy is something that's makes me want to end the day, which is good because it's supposed to be like you messed up, you know what I mean? But this pause, right? But the tick's not really a big deal because the tick's just kind of there. The worst thing about the tick is that it's taking up part of your screen. Luckily, it's not the center of your screen. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of... Ooh! Oh! Where are we exactly? We're pretty close to the cabin. Just a little patch of them here. That just looked like a really prime Morels spot, didn't it? These fallen logs. Really moist area, shaded a little bit. Not surprised to have found 5 of them here. Oh, we have it marked, guys. Not exactly, but like this general area is marked. Did we find this earlier today? Interesting. So we already had that marked, actually. Never mind. So I just thought we found a new little area. Instead, we were just walking by a marker, not paying attention. But then we found the Morels, and then we noticed the marker. That's not how that's supposed to work. Okay, let's get out of here. Over 75 mushrooms. So we've doubled the amount of mushrooms that we had. That's it's kind of insane for day 3. Like I mean I don't know, like if there is a global record, then I feel like we're gonna be at the top of it. It feels like look, holy cow, look at this. I think is that actually like the physical amount of mushrooms that we found? It almost looks like too little. That actually looks like too little that we... Oh, they're spilled out over here too. That's kind of cool. That's actually really kind of neat. Just like we're running back with a big armful of them. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright guys, thank you so much everybody for watching. Day 3 complete out of our 100-day mushroom season. We're definitely not going to be recording all 100 days because I don't think anybody would care, but I'm having fun with this game. And I think for the most part, it's going to be, I don't know, I kind of want to keep going with it. It's just kind of fun. And it's like, why not record it if I'm having fun, if I'm playing it a little bit myself? So thank you so much everybody for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.